Happy Christmas!
In this country, we say Happy New Year.
Yes.
No, wait, that's Merry Christmas. I watched too many Trading Spaces.
Thank you for correcting my English, which stinks.
Happy New Year.
Absolutely. Children of all ages, welcome. Please keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. We ask you to scoot all the way in and sit well down in your seat as we take you through this holiday episode of the Riffs and
Rhythms Podcast. Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, I'm Kevin McLaughlin.
And I'm Paul Robertson.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's right. We're almost there. Santa will be coming by and bringing you some new guitar gear and what else? What else you got?
You know, if Santa brings me consciousness when I wake up tomorrow morning, I will be grateful. That's all I need.
Yeah, that'd be a little kind of awkward waking up in the morning and you're not
waking up.
Yeah,
it could happen. It
that's
happens
right.
to people, and I want that to not happen for Christmas, and I'll be happy.
I guess you'd rather get coal in your stocking than ending.
If I'm alive, I'll set that coal on fire and have a good time.
All right, yeah. So anyway, speaking of here it is Christmas Eve here. We looked at it and say how quickly this year went by.
24 has been the year of more, no question.
Yeah, so with 24, we had a music festival this year, which we were very, great.
We still have one episode where we can recap the whole year.
That's true. Yes, we do have a.
We should actually plan that one so we can remember what to talk about.
That will be then next week, which we will then be New Year's Eve episode.
Yes, the new. Oh my gosh!
I know that's right. Which is Brad's birthday.
We need a life. Yes. We need a life. We need to be doing.
So we got to have to tape
these.
that episode early though, because we got Brad's party to go to. Remember?
Yes, that's true.
He's turning. Would you say 60? I think
he's
He complains he's old, but
with formaldehyde, he could pass for 60.
So since it's Christmas here, I do actually have something for you. I did get you a little something. A little something. Wink.
Oh my.
Oh. Because you are a pal of mine, I've got you. Your old riffs have to, so I got you some new riff, okay? Because you need to improve. Your riffs are getting old, so I got you some new riff.
That's what every guitar player needs is new riff in a bottle.
So here you go.
Because I could just crack this open and sound good.
Drink it straight. Is it maybe is it no it's not to drink, it's to put a little bit. It's like at cologne, like Patrick said last week, it's like the Axe body spray.
Rock and roll shower.
I'm gonna use this as fretboard conditioner.
Yeah, on the fretboard. Yeah.
You could drink it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to do to clean the long barrel after Christmas night. Christmas Eve.
Oh my. Okay. So this, I'm going to drink some of it and then save the rest for my guitar.
Right. And tell me what you think of it.
This is New Riff Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And it's got a great color to it. Ooh, it smells like my next bad decision.
Yeah, he's going to be waking up with a candy cane in his ass tomorrow morning.
Do not
around
come.
the tree.
All right. That'll be enough out of you, young man. Oh. It smells really good. It smells like a new riff is coming on.
Oh.
I'll have to go home and write a song.
You okay?
Smooth.
You weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, that has got a delayed reaction hard kick.
Well, that's a riff, man.
Woo! I'll be able to
Holy
write
shit.
metal riffs with that.
Well, you've got a metal drummer here to help you out, so.
Christmas Slayer.
I think maybe a little ice would help.
All right, well, there goes that sponsor for new.
No, I mean, it
You weren't expecting it, I guess. It snuck up on you?
It snuck up on me. It was good, and then all of a sudden, bam, I got hit in the head.
Well, while you're drinking that, actually, I've got a little bit of something called Rum Reindeer Punch here. So
It's actually very good. New Riff Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It tastes really good.
oh man, this almost like a little potent high C Hawaiian punch. So so it's not too strong. It's 18%. Rum punch reindeer punch, 18%. So anyway,
This is 100 proof. No wonder.
it put a little hair in your chin.
It's a new riff on an old tradition. It's bottled in bond.
Yeah.
No, so that's a thing.
they bottled
with
it in James
whiskey.
Bond.
Yeah.
No, bond. That's I know what that means. That's serious. That means it's like reserve stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was short for bondage.
Yeah, bottled in bondage.
Bondage. So yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank
Yes.
you, Paul.
So we appreciate our guests coming back on, taking time out of their holiday
Yeah.
to come hang with us, right?
Yeah, I was
So-
busy handing out gifts to the people in the neighborhood, dressed as Santa. Rock and roll Santa, giving out
There you go.
vinyl record players.
There you go.
So all those kids that got records for Christmas can actually play the music on the record player. That's a problem. They don't have real record players for sale. They just sell those Crossley for $100 in Walmart. It would ruin your records.
Yeah.
You see that? It hurts my soul.
Cheap,
That- that's a good
Chinese or-
point.
Yeah, but the record player is a fine instrument.
Mm-hmm.
You ruin the record. You have records I had all my life, and then they were old when I was a kid. If you play with a bad, people think you put a quarter on top of the needle or on the arm, right? It's gonna push down. It just rides on forcing it down on the grooves because the bad needle skips over, right? It's not thin enough. It's not the weight. It's the needle has to be sharp enough to go down in the groove, right? That's the first thing. And those record players will ruin the records. You play them on. I would never let any of my records even near a Crossley, whatever the Walmart Max Special. I call him the Crossley McNasty. That's like no. You spend the money. A real record player is gonna cost $1,000, but that's okay because they last a long time, right?
Right.
Yeah. Maybe you get away with one of those Audio Technica through what it was LP 210, whatever they were called. I saw something for $400 in Best Buy. You can adjust. They have the features that needed to play a record. It's not about the money, but if you spend the money, you want to listen to records. You don't want to ruin the records you buy.
It's funny, right, Patrick, is that looking back when records came out, and that was the median,
Yeah.
nobody, maybe, I don't know, did most people really appreciate records at the time to understand what...
Yes.
I mean, we can look back now and compare.
No, I appreciate it. The first time I heard a record spin, my neighbor came down. I never forget. My neighbor, he was older, Per Sjöström, and he had one younger sister and two older. And he took the older sister, boyfriend Urban. He had a rock and roll over, and he took it down, and he had painted the faces blue and red on it. I still have the record. And here you go, kid. And that's one of my first memories I ever had. They put it on. I couldn't believe it. The record, Baby Driver, last song on the first side. But Baby Driver, I couldn't believe it. Right, Peter Criss, and we played it so loud, and the volume of it, everything, the experience is spinning. And I just put a pen on it and painted the whole label. And he goes, "How much for the record? I want to buy it." "You can have it. Have a nice day." And he gave it to me. Right, that's the first vinyl record I had.
Wow.
Because when you're really little, you had. Sure, I had the Alive too, and I had a few of those records, and I had Sweet. I had a few records with them. What's it called? The band from England, Sweet Fox on the Run.
Sweet,
I had that, and they had a single called Papa Joe. I guess I liked. I found it the other day at the house. I'm cleaning up. What is this?
Wow.
Sweet Papa Joe. And it's great.
By Sweet.
Yeah. But it was cool. You like different songs when you're a kid, and I remember that. But the record player. So I appreciate it from that day on. Right, there was no question about it.
Well, the first recorded music that I ever purchased of my own was a cassette of Kiss Alive.
Yeah.
And I listened to that all day, every day.
First I purchased for my own money. I don't remember. But I remember we used to go. My dad had a toy store in Sweden. So we go to Stockholm, Gothenburg, the big cities, for business meeting. And it was this called NK, was the place called NK, this big department store. And they had a record department that was out of the world. The lot of records and tapes and stuff. And I used to buy tapes so I can listen to in the car home. But I used to buy records, but later when I get a little older, I buy records. But when I was a kid, I was scared I'm gonna scratch them. So someone play them for me. So I sit there with mom and we listen to the record when I was little, looking at that alive too. Like
Yeah.
that was only 4 or 5 years old, right? You know?
That image is burned in my head. Of
Yeah,
the
that's
cats on the front of the.
No, but the
and
fire,
flames
the
everywhere,
flames. Yeah, dude, this
the
is
stairs going up on either side.
yeah. And then I have the poster too. We ordered. You know, they had this mail-in the records in the 70s. You can order posters and stuff. And I ordered that, even if years later, and it showed up, but it took a while. It's not like now eBay. It took a long time to get them.
Yeah, it did take a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It
So
took like,
here's-
to Sweden took like 6 months or something before I got them. The solo records, the posters of the 4, I still have them in my living room, and they framed, and they took forever to get. I never thought I'm gonna get them. I think they were $3 each or something. I don't remember. It could have been. I can be wrong. But.
So, all right. So let me ask you. I asked you kind of a question last week about drummers, right? All right. So the 4 solo albums.
Yeah,
Which one it was your favorite?
I like Paul Stanley's.
Really?
And yeah, I do like that one. I like him all a little bit, but the order would be Paul's first. Ace Frehley is good too. It's almost a tie. And then it would be Peter's. Jeans would be that would be the
Yeah.
one I listen to the last.
That when
The
you wish
least,
upon
the
a
least.
star was.
Yeah,
like
Peter's. I
hard to
listened to
listen
a few songs I liked a lot when I grew up. You Still Matter to Me, or I Can't Stop the Rain, or was it the first one? Well, I forget them.
I got to go back and listen to that. I
what's the
got
first
them
one?
all, and then my favorite was Ace's album.
I'm
was
Gonna
by
Love
far
You.
the
First
best.
song. I'm Gonna Love You.
I need to go back and listen to Paul's because I never really listened to it
Oh, I
twice.
love that. Wouldn't You Like to Know Me? Oh my God, what a song!
Back in the New York Groove. Is that a cover? What that was a cover,
yeah,
right?
Russ
That
Ballard.
was that was on Ace's.
So he
album.
wrote it. Another guy wrote it.
Okay.
Fractured Mirror, my favorite.
Yeah,
song.
no, that was good too. Ace Frehley's Rip It
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, Rip It Out is a
Oh
great
yeah,
song.
Speeding Back to My Baby and
Oh yeah, definitely good songs.
Snowblind, Ozone. You know, it's like
Snowblind, yeah. Oh no, Snowblind.
no, it was great stuff. No, but the memories for Christmas every year. You go look, you see those flat envelopes Mom I got in the department store in these records. You know, Black Sabbath, you know, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Alice Cooper, whatever she decided, Thin Lizzy, you know, and yeah, some good memories, and you put it on. So I do think people appreciate. I
Yeah.
appreciated the record player.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, it was something magical. I had a little one in my room in the basement, and I have the big one, the super loud in the living room. We had a bigger one, and no one else played them except me. So we're blasting that. That was so loud, the stereo system in the living room, so I could open the doors, the windows in the summertime, and play it, so I could hear it in the whole yard. You know, I had a big yard. The blasting, like huge 15-inch speakers, super loud. The Philips.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a diamond
oh, yeah.
needle, and then there was that record player. I remember when my dad bought it in the early '80s. It was like I think like $2,500 for the whole setup. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. It was the most expensive you could buy, and they bought a Bang Olufsen TV, and that TV broke, but the stereo record player never died. You know, the fucking thing was like a tank, went through the war. You know, and it came back, and it was
Wow.
you
The,
know,
the TVs
ready.
in the 70s and 80s where
Yeah,
they were like
yeah.
most of it was all wood, right? And it was
Yeah.
like it weighed a ton. You never moved it once it was, or the full components, right?
Yeah.
Or not components, like one solid stereo system before they came out like the individual components
Yeah.
in a radio or stereo at home stereo. But yeah,
That just reminded me of a story. Like as a kid, we didn't have a record player, and
What?
so as my grandmother, my father's mother, came to visit, and she's like, that was her reaction. Like, you don't have a record player? I like, come on, we're going to the store, and she threw us all in the car. We went to Sears, and she bought us a record player, and that record player changed my life.
Wow.
That record player changed my life. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you've heard this story, and none of you probably know this, but the way that I got started performing is we would play Kiss records, and we would cut out plywood guitars and paint them up, and we put makeup on, and we would put on concerts. The first money I ever made in the music industry was playing to the Kiss records in my backyard for Halloween. We put on a concert,
And you got paid.
and we charged admission, and we got paid.
That's amazing. We all did it, but we didn't get paid.
I didn't even know how to play guitar yet,
No, I didn't know either.
and I was getting paid putting on concerts. But
Wow.
the part that brings it to like actually learning how to play guitar is we had a gig warming up for a real band, and so we played the show, and we got off. We picked up our record player and
Yeah.
tore down, And we're out in the front watching this band play, and I had just signed up for guitar lessons.
Oh.
So I told all my my guitar teacher was in that band, and I'm like, that's my new guitar teacher. I hadn't had my first lesson yet, and I told the guys, I'm going to learn how to do that for real. And they just laughed at me. They were like, you're not going to do that. And I've been playing guitar ever since.
I've learned that just hands down the best way to learn anything is to just do it. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you, Nike.
But I'm glad. I took lessons. I took drum lessons early on, as I said last week, and it's my drum teacher. If he didn't show me what he showed me when I was a kid, to learn those rudiments, how to hold the sticks, sure, it hurts. The hands hurts, still in the arms. It's going to hurt. But if he didn't show me those fundamental rudiments and stuff and drill that, or the left hand, I'm holding the stick like left hand, knuckles up. So you don't play the bongos like this, right? You play them like this. That's how the joint moves. Certain things, the mechanics. You know how the body works and stuff. And if you didn't do those, all the rudiments, the 27 original rudiments, what was the book called? NARD, I think, National Association of Rudimental Drummers, or whatever. There's something from America.
The cover is like a
a snare drum,
It's
Yeah.
blue and white.
Yeah, but
And it's got all the rudiments on the cover.
Yeah, but that was the book, the NARD, and we had to do that. Later it became 40 rudiments. Everyone knows them. But the first 27 we had to play, and we sit on the practice pad in the early 80s, and that I'm thankful for everything. That I can. When I turned 40, 8 years ago, I played at Piper's down here. And I played my 40 favorite songs, a lot of Kiss songs with my band Kinlin, and I brought other people up to come and jam with me. People from Nick Marino from Yngwie's band, he came by and played a few songs, and we might have played an Yngwie song or so. And I played a Wasp song with Greg, played the Animal, the song with the hit song from the single. And then we played, a bunch of songs through my life, that I liked or played on the record or whatever. But anyway, so we did that, and that took almost 4 hours, as I said, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Funny number, but so now I turned 50 in 2 years. I saw Greg the other day, and he said, "Listen, are you coming down to do 50 songs nonstop, not taking a break, sitting on the
This was
stool?"
nonstop, 40
Yeah, nonstop,
songs?
no break. And I said, "Yeah, I'll
right.
take the challenge." So. The night between March 28th and March 29th and 2026 Pipers, hopefully we can make it happen. Right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna make it
yeah.
happen. We
That
do
would
the
be
50,
awesome.
the challenge. I just
I'd
hope
like
I
to
don't have
see
to
that.
take a leak, while I'm playing. Take a snare drum, drill a hole in it, and piss in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah, we talked about that last. I think recently it was we were chatting about. There was something about a book, Guinness Book of World's Record book or something, and we've had one of the guests on the Drums and Rums show, guys from Ireland, who broke the record for continuous drumming. And I guess there's certain rules that does allow him to take a piss break or certain things. So when they're saying continuous drumming.
That's not continuous drumming. I don't care what the rules
I don't
are.
disagree, right?
No.
But Guinness, this is Guinness's rules, right?
whatever.
So,
No.
but yeah, but it was. I mean, still playing. I don't know. I don't remember what his length, the longest he was playing,
Yeah,
but still.
but in the end of the day, it's impressive. It's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah,
I
it's
couldn't do
impressive.
it.
Yeah.
After 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, or whatever, you sit in the studio. Longest I did record in the studio without I stand up and I'd get a sip of the drink or move my leg or something. But I recorded 18 songs back to back in one time. That was with Wayne at this studio.
wow.
18 songs is the record.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of songs, And it's your head spinning and your body hurts. Next day you can't move, because you're hurt.
But
Anyway, so when,
performance trick, just so you know, that's what bass solos are for if you have to go to the bathroom.
huh?
Bass solos.
Yeah,
Give your,
bass solo, yeah,
give your
yeah,
bass
yeah,
player
yeah.
a solo and then you go to the bathroom.
No, that's what it was. These 3 guys lost in the jungle, and the last day before they get rescued, he asked the caveman tribe and said, "What's up with the drums keep going?" "Oh, when the drums stop, very bad. Bass solo, right?" It's supposed to be a funny story, but I don't know if it is that funny, But
That is hilarious.
yeah.
There you go. 12 hours record breaking to play 12 hours straight, and this was all. It was part of it was a his partner, his girlfriend had passed away from pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
So it was a little bit of a
tribute.
And yeah, so it kind of gave him something to drive. But yeah, so it was an interesting episode there.
So he
We're
played 12 hours without a break.
No, that was 12 hours, I think, total. So I think
Okay,
there's-
and
yeah,
then I can, without stopping playing. I guess they stop playing when they hit I'll play it back and I'll go in again. I stop playing. I guess I do. So I continuous playing. But how long between the hits? That can be 12 hours you can sit. I played 18 hours without taking.
You got to you got to plan out your songs and plan out your things.
But you can say boom, just sit. Sure.
Yeah.
But I think you should play. If continuous means continuous.
Right.
If I say continuous drinking Diet Coke now we're gonna see how much we can drink. Continuous drinking Diet Coke and hold your nose like. Whatever, that's a second, It's not. It's continuous. Now it's no more. This is not continuous. I took a break to get air and change the position, right? So, I don't know about Guinness.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe Guinness is an alien. It's on the moon, on the other
I think
side
they're
of the
just
moon.
trying to use it to sell beer.
Are we back to this conversation that we before the camera started?
So now I know what's in Area 51. Guinness World Book Records, the truth about it. That's what it is.
That's it.
Now we solved the mystery, right? Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, yeah. Now we know.
The truth is out there.
Yeah, it's
The
out there
X-Files.
somewhere,
So, hey, Pat, just real quick is we've got a little thing here that somebody sent us something. So, do you mind to kind of be part of our little segment here? We've got like an unboxing or unwrapping or whatever. So, just real quick,
perfect night for unwrapping stuff.
So, I don't know if we've considered it whether we've made it, but somebody reached out to our website, on the Riffs and Rhythms website, and left a comment, and it was a company called Viking. Do you remember? See, I'm totally fucking this up. It was they have motorcycle
accessories.
Thank you.
It'll be on screen now.
Yeah, there you go. And so they reached out to us and they were like, "Hey, we want to send you something and tell us what you think." And so they sent it to us, and I've got it here. So here we go. So I'll let you go ahead and open it there, Kevin. And
since I'm the biker of the group,
right? That's what I told him. I'm like, I said I don't have a motorcycle.
Viking what?
That's,
a biker.
No,
I'm the biker.
That's the name of the company is Viking.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah. So we wanted to kind of give a reference here to see kind of what the product is, and Kevin will do a full review. Again,
Shit, that's Eric Rudd, the old Red, Eric the Red.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep, it's his head in here.
It's his battle axe, It's his underwear.
Yeah.
All right, so this is actually a sissy bar bag and backpack. All right, so
You're gonna review it.
I'm going to review it.
It's a good backpack. Nice, strong, sturdy, weatherproof.
Okay, so let's see here. How does this thing work?
So I think this.
Okay, so it's got Velcro to tie around the sissy bar, and it's got shoulder straps that wrap up inside here. This pack, but this. So first impressions.
Go for it.
This looks well made. This is thick Cordura, and it looks like it would handle some very. It's got a very attractive red lining in there.
Oh,
That's probably
very Christmassy.
It's probably code for something. Eric the Red, no doubt, had some.
That's it.
Some input in the design.
Looks almost like a tactical backpack.
Exactly.
I see what it is. James Bond might have left it at.
Yeah, and it's got
First
these handy ammo containers.
Yeah, I guess
here.
so. That's what it is.
You can put a clip in here in each one.
Or a cell phone.
In case of bad drivers.
Yeah, or a cell phone. Or a cell phone.
Or a cell phone, yeah.
or a cell phone and a GoPro camera. I mean.
There you go.
All right, look more Eric the Red influence here.
Yeah.
You keep your harmonicas in here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a joke. What's like? This is for your shoes. I cheated. I watched a video of this, and this is where you put your shoes, so that it doesn't contaminate the rest of your.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes when you ride on the bike, and you ride through the rain, your shoes can be pretty rank after a while.
Oh.
And we've got the main compartment in here. It's got things to straps to tie things onto. This looks like it would accept some rain repellent spray. Yeah, it's got a red lining in here. That's very good. Most of these bags don't have padding in here, and they don't have a separate lining, which is this is quite cool. It's got a little laptop bag in here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my magic bag off of my bike, and I'm going to strap this on, and we'll see how this one works.
Okay.
I'm going to be riding in a toy run,
That's right. Coming up.
after Christmas toy run. And we'll see what we get.
So wait.
Well, wonderful. Wunderbar.
Yeah, check it out.
Exactly what I always wanted. Can put it in the back of my bicycle, my tricycle.
Your e-scooter.
No, but it looks really solid, man.
Yeah, but I can tell you from personal experience, it's nice to have a pack
I know,
that
I
you can
know.
just
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
off and then strap on and walk into the hotel.
No, that's a good thing. I like the thing for the shoes here. It's great.
Yeah, check it
So
out.
this, you're going to raffle this off then?
I have no idea. I'm going
you're
to
gonna
test
keep
it. I'm
it.
going to
You're gonna
field
test
test it and see what it's
And then
like.
you can raffle it off after that.
Yeah, once Kevin McLaughlin's shoes have been in there, no doubt
Yeah,
everyone
that's
will
to be on
want
your
it.
road trip to England, you know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can test it for the road trip if it's road trip worthy.
It's gonna be a long trip on a motorcycle.
Now you're going to take the boat.
Cross the ocean
I'll
on a
just
bike.
ride around on the deck until we get there.
Yeah. The Guinness World.
Yeah,
Record gonna be there.
continuous motorcycle riding on a boat.
And the first ride over the ocean, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there
it'll
you
be
go.
the same as the continuous drummer, I guess.
Yeah, it's
So,
the
yeah.
first Harley Davidson ride across the Atlantic.
So that's exactly what
Yeah.
it's called is the tactical bag
Yeah.
and website there. So vikingbags.com is so yeah. They got a bunch of stuff that's already on there, and
I like the
other
fact
gear.
that they've got room for 3 extra clips on the back in case of traffic.
You never, just in case, right? You gotta.
I can't tell you how often I've wanted to shoot. at some drivers.
Sometimes you may have to go John Wick on when you're on the highway, So
Just take out the tires so they go out of the way.
yeah. So
Yeah.
all right. So like I said, Viking. We'll Kevin's gonna give you the honest review here. So he's the person with the motorcycle, and I am not. So that makes sense. So to be continued.
Seems to be well made. We'll find out.
Very
All right,
good,
there
very
you go.
good product. Strong Viking, strong name.
Yeah.
Strong
I like
name.
the name.
So-
I like the name. I like the name.
Yeah. All right.
Strong name. That's the best part.
That was
We've
not
got-
planned.
Yeah, so we've
we
got
didn't
a
plan-
real Viking in the room,
Oh,
actually.
this is a conspiracy again.
That's right. That's
Maybe what happened with the tinfoil hats?
that's too late. It's too late.
Oh, we had
That's why we
had the
opened the
tinfoil
window.
installed in the ceiling so we don't have to wear our
we
hats
don't-
inside.
Oh,
No,
Good.
but
Genius.
that's why we had to open the windows.
that's why. That's so they can listen.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot my tinfoil yarmulke at home.
Oh, sorry about that.
I don't need a tinfoil hat because there's nothing going on in here for anyone to see.
You don't know.
So
Maybe they can see what the rest of us can't see. Maybe they have developed their senses differently. You know?
Honestly, that's one of my favorite lines in any movie. In the new Dukes of Hazzard movie, it was like, "Bo, they didn't listen to me when I told them." He was like, "Did you have your tinfoil hat on when you were telling them?" Well, yeah.
all right, let me ask you. You talk about the Dukes of Hazzards movie. Is all right. We all watched and grew up watching '80s TV shows. I don't know. Did you get Dukes? Other than Channel 1 or 2?
Now we got later in '85.
Yeah.
Because my dad was the businessman in the toy store, he demanded we should try this new thing called cable. So it was 2 streets, so he told me, and so they said that we were the first 2 streets in the country to get. I don't know if it's true or not. That I can't swear under oath. No, we shouldn't talk shit. But he said we had to dig it in, and it was cheap. It was like $40 to get cable if you dug it in. So we dug it from all the way through the road and then up. It was like digging a whole summer, but we got it.
You dug your own trench for your cable?
For the cable to dug it in. They pulled it to the road, but then you have to dig it up the whole from around the sidewalk. It was like digging for a while, It was,
Wow.
Was not but then it was cheap. And then it was a test run, and all my friends come over. No one else in my school had it, Then for the fall there. But oh my God, you got cable. People got it years later, but then it was more money. People were complaining. So now it's 6 channels. And it was, so it was different. They had music videos. It was interesting. It's a good time to see the music. They had a thing was the British one called Music Box. They had, and they had on Sky Channel, I think, was another one, right? But they had the Power Hour, or Hour Power. One was disco or pop, and one was the metal. So you see you see King Diamond or whatever on the morning, 10 o'clock. Then it was on at 10 o'clock at night again, so you could tape it. So this was like revolutionary. A video player came in very handy now.
Right. Recording stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great. You knew it's coming. Same time. I think they did it on purpose. But then we, did you see the new music video? So it was amazing. It was amazing to see that living in that era.
What year did you say that was?
Before you were
85.
born. Way before you were born.
Yes, I know.
So,
No, but we had those two channels, Channel 1 and 2. But they showed Star Wars on Channel 2 one time in 84.
kidding.
Yeah, they
That's
did it.
awesome.
The first movie they showed is A New Hope. And then they showed Dirty Harry too, Sudden Impact.
Oh, wow.
Which is another, listen, that's
yeah,
might
it's
be
80s.
one of the best movies of all time, that one too. His punchlines
Yeah.
in the elevator.
Go
Listen,
ahead.
Punk. No, better. Listen, punk. To me, you're nothing but dog shit. That's the best line ever, you know. That's the best line of all time. in
We got to
movie
watch
theater.
that movie. Sudden
The right
Impact.
in the beginning, the guy walks off on technicality difficulties, and then or the whatever. This case was some bullshit, right? You know, like in the court and the yard sale. His case dismissed, and the guy goes, "Don't look so puke out, Callahan. Better luck next time, fool." And he grabs him and stops the elevator. Listen, punk. To me, you know, nothing but dog shit. That's the best one. And I watched that with my daughter when she was little, and she, when she's 2 years old, she started repeating it. You know, I'm like,
Oops.
whatever, man. You know, it's a good.
Yeah, you tell this to the other kids in the
Yeah,
playground.
tell them to that. You know, listen.
Yeah. Where did she learn this?
Yeah,
Dirty,
but I didn't know.
Harry?
I didn't know that she's starting to learn to talk. You know? Remember watching Star Wars? You go, and she pointed at the video. You know, it's like, okay, she started making noises now. You know, in Star Wars because she's little. She's sleeping on my lap and having a nap, and then she wakes up, Dada. And she's a Vader, you know. I have to teach them about the Force at an early age, you know, so they can develop the proper skills to
That's right.
survive in
Absolutely.
this society.
Yeah, Force users are important.
Did you get a chance to take her to Dagobah and see Yoda?
No,
No.
I saw a Kiss concert. She saw when she was 5. I took
Next
her to
best
Kiss.
thing.
Kiss
Yeah,
better,
yeah,
better than
that's right.
Dagobah.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than
Yoda,
Dave.
he got cancelled.
That's
You know. He
right.
was rude to someone at the
Yeah.
train station, so
Yeah.
they cancelled it.
Yeah. Kiss. Yeah. Kiss has superpowers. And you see
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
you see Kiss meets
Phantom,
Phantom,
yeah,
theme
Phantom
park?
of the Park.
Yeah.
I sat my kids down and watched that one time. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, yeah," and I'm like, "It's so super for that
It was
reason."
a bit campy.
right?
Yeah,
But
that-
you love it though because you know it is, and it's not super serious. Well, again, but I think I have that on VHS.
Yeah, me too. We could order it. It was a pop magazine in Sweden called OK. After that poster I talked about last week, they had the posters. They made a new one in 82 or 83 called OK. And then you had like a classified thing with magazines. They had with the record stores or whatever record club, they put ads in, like different ads for this is the music video. And they start selling music videos. The first one I bought was that Animalize live with Kiss 40 years ago with Bruce Kulick and Eric Carr. Amazing video. And it was 389 krona, I remember. I remember it was like almost 400 krona, like $50 when you were a kid. It's a lot of money for a concert on VHS, but oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But then it came out a few years later, 2 years later, maybe 86 or something. They released that Phantom of the Park on VHS. And I never saw it. Again, there was no internet. I had the magazine. You ordered from America.
you know about it.
Yeah, oh,
right,
you knew
yeah.
about it because we ordered the magazine from Dynasty on the inside, the inner sleeve on Dynasty. You could order, it was an order form. You could order the magazine for $3 or whatever, $2. And you send an envelope, and some of us got it. I got one. My friends didn't. So you send it to Los Angeles, American money in the envelope, and then it showed up sometimes and sometimes not. But so we knew about it from the other. You're reading about Kiss made a movie, and so the expectation is beyond. You know, they're gonna save the world in the theme park, and this evil scientist. You know, it's like unbelievable. This might be better. I remember telling my friend, I'm 10 years old. When I watch it with me, and when I get it, I ordered it on in Sweden have this thing. You order it on the phone, then they send it. You get like an invoice from the post office, and you pay it out. They give it to you when you pay it. So I used to call that place called Melody Line. It was called order all these Kiss videos and stuff, and other concert videos and T-shirts or whatever they had, and mom get it. Oh, this is it. We go on a Saturday or Friday or whatever. We go pick up the mail at the post office. What is this for $30-$40 or whatever? Oh, it's just another Kiss movie. Okay, this is the movie, Mom. Okay, so we make popcorn and sit and watch it. Everybody, and the mom sitting there, grandpa and my sister, older little sister. She's like very young. She's looking over. Say, oh, what do you think? I said, let's watch it again. And we watched it again, and I never really watched it anymore because there was not really my neighbor. How was the movie? I said, I don't know. Was it good? He said, you can borrow it and watch it. You know, you love the thing, but you had the expectation of it being something else.
Yeah,
Even
right.
as 10 years old was like, didn't really. It was cool, but it was like
A little silly.
Yeah, a little bit weird. You know, a little bit different. You know,
You
not
can
what we thought it would be. You know.
Yeah, especially when they do the cut scenes when you realize that the stunt doubles actors like, oh, that doesn't look like the same
no,
person.
it's a different guy.
Yeah, it's like wait a minute, Ace Frehley looks like an Asian guy.
Yeah, it was different.
Well, it kind of is.
Well,
Yeah, but
you can tell.
they didn't even. It was
didn't
interesting.
yeah, they didn't
When they
try.
had the fight scene on the stage, and
Yeah.
then they take the. It was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But was other movies that were maybe at the time. This is of course we love the movie was interesting. It was an important part of history, but maybe I watched Empire Strikes Back in extra time instead. Right?
That's it.
Or-
Kind
or-
of. Kind of.
something
You have a
else.
bar. It's a bar. There's a
Yeah,
bar
that was
that's
different. You
yeah.
thought it's gonna be different. You didn't realize
Right.
how it's gonna be when he goes and smashes the popcorn stand or whatever, and goes in the horror.
and spits the fire.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the CGI.
but it was just
Not non-CGI,
It was
yeah.
different. It was different. It was not what I thought it would be, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Did I kick this?
So but they had always said, did you know that I guess the idea was they wanted to make a movie like the Beatles did. Like
Yeah.
Hard Day's Night or you know.
Yeah, that one
yeah.
I didn't get that one either when I
Okay.
was a kid. Or the Zeppelin movie. That was better. The Zeppelin movie was better. Or Alice Cooper. With the Alice Cooper TV special. What was that when it was the Welcome to My Nightmare?
Oh, that wasn't with like the Muppet Show, was it?
No, I don't. It was something with Alice Cooper. It was they circulated. It was professionally made
Oh, okay.
in the 70s that I saw. I think it was like Alice Cooper Goes to Hell or something.
Okay.
Or something. I don't
I
remember.
never saw that one.
Did you ever see Alice Cooper on the Muppet Show though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just an episode. It's not the whole.
Yeah,
it was
right,
not
right.
the-
But I remember when they talked about. I don't remember seeing it when I was a kid, but I remember obviously hearing talking about
That's again,
afterwards.
we're trading. You know,
Yeah.
people. We used to mail each other records, rare records, or posters, or stuff from our countries. You know, so you have mail order. You have friends in another country that was part of the fan club, so you mail them a poster from that magazine. He mailed me one from Brazil or from Colombia
Mm.
or whatever, and you get the different things because they're different covers on the records too. Like some of them had
Okay.
different features. you
Oh,
know.
because some countries wouldn't allow certain
No, but they had
things.
no, but they were just like there was a compilation called Best of Soul albums. I don't think it came out in America, but in Germany, they had the German logo. They had a different logo because of the politics.
yeah.
And but before that, they had the original logo. So 1980, I think they changed the logo. So it was two different German ones, and it was just the 4 pictures and red background and white logo. Then in France, they had one from Destroyer outtakes with the Destroyer costumes and with different songs on it. And the 2 German ones were different too. And then they said, wow. And then I went on tour, and you saw in Argentina and Australia, they had different ones too. And holy cow, so it was 5. So I had 5 different one of the same record. You know, so
Wow.
that kind of stuff you used to mail order for the different ones. You know, that you wanted a different cover or something. And in Japanese records too, it was were different with the obi, the Japanese writing. But, oh my God, it's a Japanese one. So you send it to Japan, money, or your Swedish version, you know. Like the Swedish, the Elder didn't open up. It was just a non-gatefold.
Just the
And they had a poster in it, you know. So people, I want that one, and it was easy to find in Sweden. The Elder didn't sell much, so it was it was like $5 at the on sale. So I
Right.
used to buy them and I mail it and I trade it for a Japanese picture disc or something, which was a really good deal for me and not for the guy in Japan. But at the time, it was no one, there were no eBay or anything.
right, getting your hands on it. Yeah,
Yeah. It was just how do you get hands on it unless you go to the country, right?
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
That's-
so that was all. So that's how we did it. And that's how we saw those other video clips. People tape something on the TV at home, or it was a video that was released in their country, something, and then you saw a TV special. Someone having a problem, I guess.
Yes, it's someone who had seen that special.
Yeah, seen the special, you had enough, you know. So fuck this, you know. No, but anyway, so
That wasn't me. That was something outside, by the way.
yeah.
No, but there was, you know, you traded video clips too to each other. You know, you see something from TV, you tape it, and you send it, you know, video.
Was it? So was this all part of the Kiss Army?
Yeah, it was the Swedish Kiss. I mean, it was you're trading stuff. It was in
Yeah.
the magazines. You get the whole copied paper from the fan club, from whatever band you like, and then you're trading stuff with each other.
Yeah.
Like, you know, pins and anything, patches, you know, whatever.
That's
Like
kinda cool.
little iron-ons, you know. It was like it's the whole thing, you know. And that was so
Yeah.
cool when we saw them last year at the concert. The ending, that it ended exactly like we all wanted. And we're sitting there tearing up, you know, we're all grown up now, you know, and the guys told me we're sitting having dinner there looking at each other. It's like, yeah, that was it, you know, at the Hard Rock Hotel, and we're sitting and we're, that was it. Now we'd never be, and we got the gold ticket, right? You know, they gave you a little golden.
Oh, for
like
the
you-
final.
Yeah, it was a gold. Yeah, like
That's
Willy
cool.
Wonka kind of thing, you know. So that was a very special moment, right? You know, to see, because all that was full circle. sounds silly with the music, but it was so important being a kid. And I think it is important for the younger generation today to be, have, something to look forward to, look up
Right.
to. If I wasn't so fanatic about music and about watching all this stuff, then I would never have wanted to play drums either, right? It leads into that. The first love of music is not the instrument, it's you hearing music.
Yeah.
And music does something to you. Feel that the music do something to you in your spirit, right? And it lubrication for the soul, I used to say,
So it'd be safe to say that if it wasn't for Kiss, you may not be playing drums.
Yeah, I don't know. That I can't say, but that was the first thing. But I liked Rainbow too with Cozy Powell when I was a kid. I had a music teacher, there was a music teacher at the school when I was starting school in '83. I started going to school, and he was a Håkan. He was like the local guy. He had his band with the kids called Troll. They were like the trolls, and the kids dress up as trolls and played. He's like, "Hey kid, I know you play drums." I'm like, "Yeah," and he was kind of the cool guy, right? And he helped me out through my life. He arranged concerts and stuff, and he go, "You should check out Rainbow." I said, "What's Rainbow?" The same guy painted Destroyer, painted this one. He gave me Rainbow Rising. Even if it wasn't the new record anymore, we still heard Cozy Powell, Stargazer. So it was other things that would have happened eventually, right? It would have happened,
Yeah.
Or Sabbath, Black Sabbath,
Right.
but Cozy Powell, Ian Paisty, those guys, man, are you kidding me? How John Bonham, Led Zeppelin, it's like, what are you gonna say,
Yeah, I just
it's nothing like it today.
Oh,
Sure, Taylor Swift sells a lot of records and she's talented and is a great artist and a great role model for the kids. So you have to say that, though. She can't complain that she's no scandals. No,
right, yeah.
It's not like she's laying passed out on the in the bar, right? It's like a Disney princess that's singing, right? Basically.
Yeah. That's
So-
a good
so
point.
that's a good-
Yeah.
good
and
point.
we talked a lot about that on where is from things that we remember, yes, many years ago, does that exist today? Is there that musician that inspired, the kid to go play guitar or play, get
Yeah.
into it? I don't think there is.
Yes, it is.
Well, yes,
Yeah,
it is.
it's-
It definitely is.
Well, no, I'm talking about not something from the past, but like somebody who's more contemporary now.
Well,
Okay.
there's lots of contemporary artists. There's a lot of great music that's coming out, and even though it's completely different, it's still inspiring the youth in the way that we got inspired.
Yeah, I think so. I think people watching, it's weird when I still do records and stuff with the Final Strike or Northdale or whatever other band or my own bands, that you have to mix it so it's gonna sound good on that thing right there, instead of sound good on a stereo system. You used to have the NS10 speakers in the studio. Sounds good on them. They're kind of the neutral with flat EQ and an NS10. Now you have to think about to make a version that would sound okay for Spotify or whatever other.
Right.
So otherwise it won't really work out. But anyway, so the kids today, I see they're watching videos on YouTube. So it's something amazing. So for drumming going, the guy, what's he called? LS Defario? I don't know.
Okay, right.
Oh,
yeah.
the drummer.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair.
He's
right,
awesome.
Yeah,
What
right, yeah.
drummer? You didn't see him, And listen, but it doesn't matter if you like it or not. You can't deny that kind of dedication and talent.
Okay.
That's it. That's like, I'm glad he wasn't around when I was a kid because I would have quit.
So I stand corrected. I guess in maybe the medium is a little different. Like I said, YouTube is now the medium versus maybe watching MTV, or something.
But here's
you know what I
another
mean?
difference, and this is the main difference that I've noticed, is that in the 30s and 40s there was jazz, and then the next generation completely rebelled against jazz and went into what came in the 50s, the doo-wop and the 50s music. And then in the 60s and 70s, those kids rebelled against their parents and rejected the music of the past and listened to their new music. Mm-hmm. And then the same thing happened in the 80s. But then in the 90s and now we're in this century, something is happening that has never happened in the history of the music ever, and that parents and children are enjoying the same style of music.
Yeah.
And kids are open to every era of music, and that wasn't that way in the past.
So I'm
not open to every era of music. It's stuff I hate it.
Well,
I'm open for. At least I can appreciate talent.
Didn't you say Rick Beato had done a whole thing just recently about music that he was stopped liking current music or something? There was a video he did. The video I never wanted to do. You said it was.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's if you haven't seen Rick Beato, you got to watch him. He has a lot of valuable commentary on modern music, and it's very insightful and it's really good.
No, but it's certain things. Music has to be a feeling, evoke something, and wake something up inside you, something, and it should hopefully a possible feeling or something you can identify with. So one thing I remember being older, when already playing, traveling around Europe and playing everywhere, and playing bar bands, playing and making my own songs or doing records or whatever in the 90s, and all that grunge thing was so negative. And it's sure it's a good songs, but it became like the and then all of a sudden I remember that people were it's okay to be there was not a happy hero. It was like almost like an anti-hero. And I understand kind of it was a reflection of all the big hair and everything. They want to go somewhere else. But even Black Sabbath and the other darker music or Slayer or whatever, it was not that negative as some of the grunge stuff was. And the interviews were like, it was not a show. Sabbath was dark, but it was a show. Alice Cooper is a show.
Right.
Those guys were just like, it was a different thing. And then the rap and the thing, I'm not even gonna. It's not for me. I tell you right now. It's not. I don't get it. But it's just because it doesn't do anything for me. I appreciate if it makes someone happy. Great, no problem.
Yeah, right.
That's good for them.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not. I don't. You play an instrument and you practice all your life and you want it to play good. Certain things like that, the electronic stuff, and it's a total different animal. So.
Yeah.
But with the rock and roll, if we talk about that, with the grunge, I can see some of the songs are okay, like the Nirvana and Pearl Jam, some good songs. But the whole vibe of it was kind of all of a sudden, I never forget, you turn on MTV, it was Whitesnake, was Def Leppard, was Motley Crue, Def Leppard again, right? And then number one, huh? Where did that come from? Left eye, ow, And it changed,
1991.
Yeah, no, 91, right? And then they... But
91.
They started learning, a lot of people start playing music. So that they influence people to want to play in a band.
Yeah.
But then I remember, too, they were like, oh, we don't want to hear all that fast, the metal, all this. You want to play with feel. And I challenge anyone that hold the guitar and say, Yngwie and Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, Vinnie Moore, Randy Rhoads, Michael Schenker, they don't play with feel?
Yeah.
And you're calling, I don't, okay. Van
that's just
Halen is
trolls.
not, but it was just people were, and they I liked Metallica before they sold out. Yeah, they sell out every night still. So no problem, right? It became all that anti-hero weirdness kind of started there when people started to complaining.
Right.
And they wanted someone to be nasty, or they wanted it to be, the happiness was changed. And almost overnight then, and that I think is sad. Because it's weird, it was weird.
So it's funny you say that with Metallica there, and then we're gonna do a review here of music. We're gonna review some music, but like Lars gets a lot of shit, and again, some of it may be his own personality and quirkiness, but
he's a nice guy if you talk to him.
Right.
If he sits here, he's
and
a nice person.
And he was raising the alarm well before.
He's the one who was testifying against Napster.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like like all right, he got shit on but at the same time because
that was where the attitude against Lars came from, because all these college kids are getting their music for free, and Lars is complaining about it. Like that creates a rift.
Yeah, but if someone breaks in your house at 4 a.m, goes in your fridge and eat your food, then you come in and say, "What are you doing?" F you and eat some more. That's kind of the attitude, right? And it's not their food to share, They created music. I think Lars was 100% right. He was ahead of his game, and he's a nice guy. And what he done for music, how many people start playing drums because of him? And then people complaining, dude. Okay, don't go to the show. I go to see the show if I have time. If I don't do anything, if they're playing nearby a band like that, everyone should go see it, because it's a good show. And it's even if it's heavy music and stuff, it's still it's a happy experience, right?
Yeah.
It's
just being music.
It's good.
Yeah.
And
It's a big release of emotion, a positive release of emotion.
What they have created, a band like Metallica, what they have done is like unbelievable. It's like a mainstream band. It's a really heavy band, right? And the most important though, that they do a lot of good charity work and stuff that no one ever knows about. A lot of things like that. The same Bon Jovi too. People give him crap and all this thing with his Soul Kitchen and everything. People do, a lot of those people, they like to say things about, they don't know them. They never met them. So people have an opinion about a drink they never drank or a book they never read. It's kind of funny in a way, but internet is an interesting place.
Yeah, for sure. So
a lot of trolls there, for sure.
Everybody's really, really brave behind a keyboard.
Yeah, but that's okay, it's okay. But it's just, I think it's interesting though, because I think if he didn't do that, they would have got worse what it is.
Right.
Because the internet the people, they don't want to pay for the music again.
Yeah.
Look at me. I don't like the band because they sold out. Or no, they're no good. But look at me, I'm good. It's like, huh? Well, if you want to have a band and you want to go out there and try to sell records, then you have to ask yourself one question. When was the last time you bought a record at the store? When do you go stand in line on record store day, get the new Metallica CD or whatever? Or did you download it? So if you download it and you didn't go and wonder why your band don't sell records, now you know. Now you know.
Exactly.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that is
Right.
very
It's a
well
Christmas
said.
gift on Christmas Eve from Patrick to everyone that listens.
We need to make that the
No, it's the clip.
The clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But that's the truth. That's the truth. People don't want to hear it. They don't want to. That's just the way it is, And it's not to be. It is time changes and stuff. But I think I don't know exactly what the numbers are. But to sell one CD equals like 5,000 downloads or stream or whatever. That's these people say, And I don't know exact numbers, but that probably is accurate, because before you get any money from that streaming service, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
It's 0.003 cents per stream.
Yeah,
is what
okay.
you make on Spotify.
Yeah, but so if someone has an average local record label, give the kids a few $1 per CD, right? The or whatever, right? They sell, and then it would match like kind of like that. They would math would add up. Then it would be like 5,000 streams to one CD sold. It's kind of sad. And what are you going to have later? Are you going to get a gold stream? Going to get a gold iPod?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
it'll,
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
the-
you don't
you
get
getting
gold
gold.
records no more. Yeah,
Yeah, the
right.
RIAA is like going platinum and gold. I'm like, I make a joke. Like I just went,
At least I got one.
I just went veneer.
One I got.
The closest thing we got now
Long
is
time
on
ago.
YouTube. You get play buttons
Oh.
when you
You
reach
get, you get a golden play button.
different thresholds of subscriber
Yeah.
accounts. They give you there's a
Yeah.
silver, there's a gold, there's I think a platinum. There was like a special red one they did
Yeah.
for PewDiePie. There's like all kinds of different.
We got ours a long time ago, actually.
Yeah, I make a joke that
It's just not in display right now.
No.
my album has gone tinfoil.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, speaking of music here, so we've got a song here to review here. So, Patrick, what we do is just like with your song that we did last week.
Oh, my song.
Yeah. So, last week what we did Final Strike, and
Oh, yeah.
it was
Freedom with the beautiful voice of Christian Eriksson.
Yes, and we reviewed your song and we talked about it.
Butchered it.
Well,
no.
So here's
Good song, bad drummer.
No.
this is the way that we review songs. We don't talk about whether or not they're good or bad. What we do is we decide, is it the riff or is it the rhythm of the song that makes it good?
Oh. Interesting concept.
so
Yes,
not
because we are at the Riffs and Rhythms podcast.
So what is the ultimate song with the rhythm then?
The Lefty Hathaway has coined a phrase, and that when it is both, it is called the riff-them.
Rhythm. Oh, interesting.
Because sometimes they can't be pulled apart. So we're going to look at this song. This is a band from the west coast of Florida, and we're going to decide if it's the riff or the rhythm.
Oh, Rob Wolf. I know that guy.
There's a knife in my heart. It's twisting and burning.
So far, it sounds like a riff song.
Through wreckage I crawl. Did you know I was hurting? Fear is my darkness, but light can take its place. The promises we made, come hold me closer now and help me find my faith in a world unforgiving, in a world that's crashing. When the castle starts to cave and the king becomes the slave, yeah.
All right, I'm liking the build up
With a
here.
soul that never heals. in a heart that cannot feel. Wasted emotions, time that was erased. The promises we made. Come on and hold me. Help me find my strength in a world that seems hopeless. In a world that's crashing down.
Are you leaning one way or the other? Oh, it's going to be a big reveal.
There's a lot going on in here.
Okay, all right. Like I said, I'm not trying to focus too much on the video aspect now, right? Because I don't want to get swayed. So.
In a world that's crashing down.
Good song.
Yeah.
Real good song. Remind me about a song 1991. That Heavy Bones. Frankie Banali and Gary Hoey had a band. And there was a song called Where the Angels Fly or something, I think. Let me go. Cold wind blows. You know, yeah. One of them on that record. I think that Where the Angels Fly. I think that's what it was called. Same kind of build up. That is not really. It's just the thing in every just there comes in acoustic and the thing like that.
And that.
Yeah. Very good guitar playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most heavy songs like that, they've got a short acoustic intro, and then it comes right in. This has got like three verses of intro.
Yeah, but it's Zeppelin structure.
But it does. It just brings it in one instrument at a time, and I'm actually that's the riff. That's what I come out of that song with. It seems as though the drums are there for support for that riff.
Yeah, but is that a band or is that a guy who did everything himself?
It's Rob Wolf, but it's a band called Center Wolf. And I put a shout out on Facebook, like, where are the Florida original bands? And he was one of the ones that responded. So I don't know much about the actual band, but those who ask, receive.
Who ask shall receive.
All right. So hit us
Very
up.
good. Happy surprise.
Yeah.
Hey, Florida music, right? That's all. That's our.
So where is he from? Where is he from?
Somewhere on the west coast of Florida, I believe. Tampa area, maybe.
Okay.
Rob, comment and let us know where you're from.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Good voice. Good playing. And good song. Like a real song. I don't think, for me, I couldn't say if it's a song or the rhythm or the riff. Or it just is like a classic song.
It all comes together as a whole.
I'm really happy you played that for me. That's worth coming up here, hanging out. You know,
Oh,
only
there
hang
you
with
go.
friends.
There you go.
But
There
to
you go,
hear
Rob.
that thing,
There you go.
because it's
Up to now, it wasn't worth your time. Now it is.
It's always worth to see your friends, but that was something. It's always a reason you do stuff, and people forget that. You know, that's a good. So we hope Rob gonna do really good.
Yeah, and not only a great song, but the video
A
is
good
captivating.
production,
Great video production.
Good
everything
storyline.
around.
Yeah, good story.
Storyline,
Yeah,
and it was a good presentation. We sat here in Viking Records to say, Rob, give us a call. We got you. Gonna give you a good deal. You know?
There you go.
Gonna give you a gold bar from the last Kiss ticket. Sign on. Welcome to the show.
It looks a look, so
it was great.
This is definitely Rob. Don't take offenses, but the video there, he looks a little bit like Chuck Billy from Testament there in that video.
He looks better. He looks no. Listen, it looks the part. What it sounds like.
Yeah.
If you close your eyes and hear it, that looks like that could be the guy singing. That's the hardest thing with the music. You have something, wow, and then it's some little kid playing the, or something. You have to present, but you have to present what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do with the music? You're gonna try to, what are you trying to achieve? Anything, music business is like any other business, is business. What do you try to sell? Are you trying to sell candy, or do you try to sell a song, or what do you try to achieve? And it's more showing the storyline in the video.
Right.
And then he's in there. There's a very, very, very nice presentation, I think,
Right.
One of the good. I would buy the record. If he had a record, I'd go buy the record now. Why not? If he had a record.
So Patrick is Rhythm? Is that
Both, all of it. I can't decide.
I
I
say
decide.
riff.
I'm the tie.
So
I say riff.
I'd say riff also. Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right,
do,
so there
yeah.
you go.
So
I think it's the song. I vote for the song.
Okay.
I can't say
Well,
riff or rhythm. I
Like
say
you said
the song.
earlier, it's the
Song.
feeling.
No, but he creates something. And a good song gets a feeling going.
yeah.
Yeah,
And music, it's three things. What makes music? Rhythm, harmony, and melody, right?
Right.
They're three things. And that's how to have all of it. It makes the riff sets it up.
Mm-hmm.
So the riff without the vocal melody wouldn't be nothing. Dum,
Mm-hmm.
dum, 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 dum. But the way the thing goes, it goes against each other, almost like Mama's Papa's California Dreaming. You're singing like the one thing and supporting, setting up
Right.
for next, right? So very good, very mature songwriting for me.
I would say so,
Strong,
yes.
powerful man.
But I'm
Like
saying
Wolf.
riff. I'm saying riff because the riff carries the song, and then the drums are brought in as part of the build for the song, as opposed to a lot of songs which start out with the drums and the rhythm sets up the whole vibe for
Yeah.
the song, and the other things are to support the rhythm. So that's why I vote riff.
Yeah, no, but it's okay. So you can Home Sweet Home is the same structure, but a little bit kind of like that. But I think that would be. I think that you should listen to that, the Heavy Bones, Where the Angels Fly. That's
Okay.
a good song.
I worked with Frankie once.
Frankie Banali, great guy, great drummer.
I did 2 shows with him. Well, as a sound guy, he came to Stewart. He played a couple of shows, and I did, and I found him to be a very professional, good guy.
Yeah, very nice guy, very great,
God
great
rest his
drummer,
soul.
very beautiful, very spirit, nice
So-
person.
Yeah.
So we have
Great
a new
drummer.
we have a new song to add to the list then, our playlist. We have a
Yeah.
Spotify playlist. You know, I know it's Spotify, but at least we got a playlist.
No, but
there.
that record, I like it.
Yeah.
One tour we did with Yngve, Gary Hoey was one of the bands sharing the tour, and it was very nice to see. But because he's such a great guitar player, Gary
Yeah.
Hoey,
Yeah, Gary's great.
and about that Heavy Bones record. Again, the grunge came in and all that stuff changed, so that didn't get the traction it should have. Maybe it was 92, but damn, it was a good record, man. That's something to check out.
I'll have to put that
Heavy
on my
Bones.
list. Heavy
I think
Bones.
I think it was only one. It was really good, Zeppelin-ish, more than in a nice studio. And then Frankie's drum sound, man. Oh, what a drummer, man. What a drummer.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
heard they recorded. Blackie told me that they recorded the drums for Headless Children. They did in a swimming pool, California.
Oh,
Recorded.
I bet that sounded cool.
They did all the drums separate and punch in the cymbals. But the real me, I don't know if I remember it correctly, so I'm not gonna. But I think he said that the real me, Frankie did it with the cymbals, and please don't let me redo without the cymbals, and they left it like that. But I think they recorded in a swimming pool the drums. I think that was the one.
That's interesting.
I might remember wrong, but that's kind of cool, because but he wanted the separation.
Yeah.
So Crimson Idols were recorded like that too. I think that they had the drums, no drums. And Frankie said something about it too. We talked, and he said the drums were recorded, all the drums, and then you have the cymbals. You play them later. Different session for the cymbals. You put them on, so you have it. It doesn't leak. It doesn't bleed. To control.
Yeah,
the
I've
sound.
heard that because when you do overheads and you do a room mic, the cymbals are way louder than everything.
Yeah,
else.
but that's why you don't hit them so hard when you record.
well,
You have to play the drum kit in the studio the way you want to hear it. Best way is to set up a camera like this or like that one in front of the drum kit, not on top of the drum kit, right in front. Like if I play the drums here, then you have the camera, the microphone right where the video screen is there. So you have it like 5, 6, 7, 8 inches feet away from the drums, like a bed a normal bed frame away from the drums, and you see where it sounds there, right in front of the. You find right in front in the center, 4 feet up from the ground, and right there put a microphone and see if the drums are balanced there. Then it should be.
It's
I know a few drummers who need to give themselves that test.
No, but you have to because you can't.
That is genius.
But you can't. You have to play the drums the way you want it to sound. And it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong having dynamics on the kick drum. People do the 4 on the floor, boom, boom, like that. They call 4 on the floor, right? But when you hit the snare drum, it's easy, it flams. So why not ease up a little bit maybe on the boom, boom. You can still put it under there, but you don't have to dig into it so it cancels out the snare drum.
right.
And sometimes, depending on what music you do, you know, and what you want to achieve from it, sometimes hitting not super hard is okay too. I like to play hard. But sometimes you record, you sit in the studio, if it's a slow song, doom, doom, boom, bam, boom, da da doom, paf. You know, if you play too hard, even on the, you can't fix it. It's better to the least, now with today they can do everything in the computer, but it's better the least amount of edit crap later. Tune the drums properly and tune them the way you want, and have less drums is better than too many. If you don't need to have like a Rush drum kit or a Dream Theater drum kit, if you're not going to use it. If you use it all the time and like extreme metal, then I get it. You know, like Nico, he uses all the drums. Then you set up like that. But if you're going to record a cover of Carrie with Europe, the doom, 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 with the Europe cover, Carrie, you know, and then maybe you can use the 2 rack toms and a floor tom and a kick and snare, right? You don't need to have.
Big.
And then all the cymbals everywhere. No one can see them in the studio. Right and left you can hear, right? But you can't hear really if you have too many cymbals on different spots. There's gonna be one cymbal you hit that you're not gonna cut through. That's my experience.
Right.
I'm not always right, you know, but I have an idea what I like to do and sometimes some records I did were really good sound and some not so good, you know. So I guess I'm not right every day. And some I wish I could I could pay them twice the money I got paid to play on it and take them away, but you can't, you know. But most of them were good, you know. Most of them were
So speaking of recording, you've got a new band out.
good. Yeah, Final Strike.
So tell us all about Final Strike.
Out of the ashes of Northtail came Christian. Listen, Christian is my buddy from Sweden, the singer. He's my little brother, I said, from Sweden. I have a sweet spot for him. He's a great guy. He's a great singer. He's a really good friend. And I've known him for a long time. And we come from the same little town in Sweden, Falun. And I mean, we did the band Northtail before. And then during the pandemic, he and the guitar player went different ways. We did another record without without Christian, with another singer. Did some shows with Northtail, which was great. But then Christian said, "Hey, why didn't you have some songs that we didn't use for Northtail because they split up during the recording process? With 2 camps, he left, and then the thing, and he had some songs. I said, let's record those songs too. So the Northtail, the second record, I did at the power station. But then after I was done with that, Christian said, I have all those songs. Would you mind we record them and see what happens? So I recorded another 20 songs for him too at Dwayne, at the other studio. Okay. And that's what happened with Final Strike. Then he had some friends put stuff on there, and the songs came out great. I'm like, holy shit, this is really good. So then we decided to take it for a ride, right? So we went to Japan, just came back, and we went to play a show in Sweden. We only did 3 shows just to test the water, and it was very good, well received, and people were happy, and we were happy, and I had so much fun because they're my friends. He's my friend. To hang out with friends. Listen, if you're gonna be, but none of us gonna get rich anymore. I never had money, a lot of money, like super rich, and it was never the reason. I didn't play drums to get. I played drums so early on. I didn't play to be in a band to get. I never drank beer. I never played for the party. I didn't play to get girls or to make money. I played drums because I want to play drums. It's something in me. I want to play drums. I'm gonna play drums till the day I die. I probably die behind the seat on the throne. Be the
die on the throne like Elvis.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Because even the body hurts, so you're tired and stuff. It's something about it. Play drums, even if it is playing AC/DC covers in a bar. I don't care. I just love it so much. It's nothing that makes me happier than to play the drums. That's something. Since I was 5-6 years old, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then that's so. But when we were out traveling around, and you fly to Japan, and you sit in the back with all the guys, and you're sitting rubbing elbows, and it's like 14-hour flight from Chicago. But shit, when are we there? Then you better be around people you want to be around. Because if you're gonna sit and do that, unless you make a lot of money, or it's 3 tests the band has to have: music you like, a lot of money, or for the people you like. And he has to have two of them. And I'd rather have music I like with people I like than money, because the money, if I had the money, I go buy Millennium Falcon anyway. So better I don't have, better I don't have that kind of money, So, I don't care. It's never about fortune and fame. I don't care. It's nice people be happy. They recognize, hey, Patrick, how you been? And they send you an email, or they see you at a concert. Oh, how's the new band going? It's great. It makes you happy because someone cares. Of course, we care. But most important, if the band is no good and I don't like it, it doesn't. I rather do stuff I like. I'm at the point in my life that I want to do things that makes me happy, and that's all. And it makes me happy. Final Strikes makes me very happy.
That's why it's like you play so often here back home, right?
Yeah,
Even
but I always did that.
Right, yeah.
Even when I was busy with Yngwie, I do 120 shows, 150 shows a year. I go home, I play a bar. Next day I'm home. I don't stop. I don't take breaks.
Right.
I never did that. I always played bars. Someone said, "Oh, it looks bad. You go play bars and teach drums." Why? Why it looks bad? I like it, So
that's it. But I say that's it. But we were talking about Nashville. That's really interesting because that's not how it is in Nashville. Because those guys come off the road.
Yeah.
They're all home, and they're like saying, if you go to Nashville in like November, December, you're going to chance to see some of these bands that are playing with Garth Brooks or whatever the bands are, right? Are in the bars.
I know.
So you're going to see some high.
No. What looks bad is when someone is looking at your picture on their album cover, and then they go to McDonald's and you stick your head out the window and say, "Would you like fries with that?" That looks bad.
No, nothing looks bad. If that's what makes you happy, that's what you had to do. Most people are not fortunate to make enough money. The best drummer or the best guitar player is not the one that's going to be most successful. It's just the way it is, And if that's what you had to do, you had to do. Maybe you played in Def Leppard and your wife kicked you out and took all the money. You have to work to survive. It's nothing. No, it's never a shame to do anything.
Well,
it's
true,
nothing.
but my point is, it's
think
better to make music than something you're not made to do.
It's better to do whatever you can stomach to do to survive if you need to, right?
Well, of course, yes.
It could be way worse. As long as you do, if you're happy with yourself and you're content. No one is happy all the time. People forget that. Think, oh, happiness. What is happiness? Happiness is it's not a constant state of mind. No one is happy all the time. It goes in waves. And happiness is a snapshot out of your life. You look back, wow, that was great. First time in Japan buying, I think about 300 Kiss records.
Did you really?
Or whatever. I don't know how many, but that was whatever I saw. I bought multiple of the same. Oh my God, because it was cheap. It was cheap, and then I made good money, so it was okay. But when you and I bought 2 cases like that to put record to fly them home. I remember like the speakers.
Jeez.
So whatever fit in them, that's how many I bought. But happiness is just snapshots out of life. It's not a constant state of mind.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, I'm not happy." I say, "No, but happiness. You look out here. We live in paradise here in Florida. How can you? Can't be too miserable here.
No.
Yeah.
I'd rather be homeless in Florida than be a king in Sweden.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
no, that says a lot.
Love America, greatest country in the world. People better remember.
Yes, not enough people have that perspective.
No.
But you said something to me when we talked a few weeks ago. You were like, "Yeah, I just got back from a tour of Japan, and it was exciting because I got to play my own music. Nobody told me what to play.
Nope.
I played my own songs."
No one say play on that cymbal, do that. No, I play my own songs the way I like.
That's a big deal.
And I pay myself. It's awesome. No, but we're friends. And the other guys that Christian, the singer, found, I like to hang out with them. Mm-hmm. There was the keyboard player from Northdale too, Jimmy Pitts, very good player. But then the other 2 guys I never knew until I met them in Sweden. And wow, what a nice people, Jan and Martin. So and it was just like a good, funny thing. I want to hang out with them. If they lived here, we'll hang out every day. And that's the same. I played with Gus G. I feel the same about him. He's such a great guy. So we had so much fun on those shows I done with him. Gus played with Ozzy and the Firewind from Greece. And when he come over here, a few times I played with him. And we sit in that van, drive around. And I would never do that with anyone else because he's my friend and I enjoy his company. He's a great guitar player. Everyone knows Gus G is an unbelievable guitar player. But beyond that, he's a great guy. He's a great guy and enjoy the company. I don't mind. It's not about anything else than now music and people you like. And it's a great time. And you feel when you're playing together, you feel the magic, and you're laughing and laughing and laughing all the time. It's no drama, nothing just but laughing, and that's what it's about. When it becomes other things and people are, oh, you should wear something else. you don't look like a rock star. I'm a rock star. I never will be. I'm a kid from Sweden that plays drums and like Kiss and like to go to the beach and eat ice cream. You can tell, right? That's all it is, right? And I like to play drums. We collect Star Wars figures.
Well, we hope Santa brings you some Star Wars figures
I
tonight.
hope so too. Rocket firing Boba Fett.
That's right. Yeah, no, right.
Yeah, what about that, huh?
Yeah.
Don't shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, man, this is great. Like I said, I've always wanted to, finally get a chance to meet Patrick. Like I said, I've known him. Maybe we'll do another episode on drums and rums. Talk a little bit more deeper, diver into the drum side of things.
Red drums.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
red drums.
So,
it's not over, is it?
Yeah,
no, it can't be over.
Yeah,
it's too soon. Too soon.
I know. Okay, we got stuff for Patreon. I guess we could throw on there. So, but yeah.
So
land
Paul,
this ship here.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Yes, that's right.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody watching out there. If you're here, hopefully you have a good Christmas and be safe and be nice to each other. How about make America nice again? How about that?
Oh,
make it nice. Yes, you better not cry. You better not pout.
Yeah, no. Life is good. We live in the greatest country in the world with all the opportunities is there for you. We should be thankful for that. And it's going to be happy again. It's always, sun will always shine eventually, right?
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Can't rain forever, So.
Well, right now in Florida, we do need a little rain, right?
It actually did rain today for a few minutes. I was kind of surprised.
You know what? I've been cleaning the garage at all my hardware, for the bar band hardware. I've been going through it to fix it up because it's always one of those things. They're so abrasive here. The hardware on the drums.
Yeah.
And when you play on the beach or stuff like that, so I take it out and clean it all up, and then before I'm gonna go here, I see. Damn, start pouring down. Not pouring, but drizzling. Enough to make the felts on the cymbal stands wet. So now I go home, I'm going to spring it down. Rem oil. You know what that is? The thing you clean the guns or fishing rods with. I spray it. I wipe it down and spray them because it's not too heavy. And the Remington, the green and yellow thing, I spray that on the hardware and it takes most of the corrosion away. Because WD-40 is too thick.
Okay.
And the Ballistol, the German gun cleaner, is too smells too bad. But that one is the only one the water can penetrate, so it doesn't get a film, but it smells like dirty socks, like the road socks in bunk sock. So, but you have to have something that works that you can clean the hardware, and that Rem oil has been good, for using that.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, no, it's don't try it at home; it might ruin your equipment.
Yeah,
Remington oil.
This is the disclaimer here. Say
I don't know if that's called. I think it's called Rem oil. I think
Rem oil,
or I've been reading it wrong all my life since I was a kid, because I had it in Sweden too. Same thing. Green and yellow. Green can with yellow, the aerosol, the spray. I think they have wipes too, I guess. If you're out of wet wipes, can
and
use
now
that.
convenient oil wipes for your crack.
No,
so you don't squeak when you wipe.
No, but you can't have too thick oil on the hardware because then the lugs, it slides.
Yeah.
True.
I just get the worst of the corrosion off. Anyway.
Very cool.
All right. Well, excellent guest. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I told you he was cool.
I know. Super Kiss fan, right?
Yeah,
yep.
we are.
Obviously, for sure, and get a chance to talk about music and the scene, right? Again,
no, but it's great. It's great. We're lucky, thankful. Imagine I never worked real work. Really, it doesn't feel like work.
Right. Yeah.
All you did was play drums, right? Bang around, And after the pandemic, still we could play here in Florida. Some countries were not so lucky, and some places were not so lucky. And we know it's serious. We don't want to get sick, but it's serious to make money too and survive. It's a balance we have to have there. So that was an interesting episode for everybody. But now I think it's coming back. And I remember I flew home from one gig in the middle of it. I had to go play somewhere, and they wear the mask. And I sit on the mask on the whole flight home. And I come home. I thought I'm gonna die, man. I couldn't breathe. I woke up in the night. I couldn't breathe. So I called the friend. I said, "Doctor, what do you do?" I came home back from Europe and I had that mask on. It was just sitting inhaling that same mask for 12 hours. I don't think that could be good either, on the plane. I have to wear the mask. But okay, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
I want to get kicked off halfway.
You probably were missing some oxygen.
Yeah, I think so. Lack of oxygen. That's what the doctor said too. And it's funny. It was a funny episode. I have to say this. It had nothing to do with anything, but on the untold stories of the ER. And it's a guy that works out
New
with
segment.
he's a work out with his mask on years ago, and he collapses, and his girlfriend and everyone thinks, he's back doing bad things again, blah blah blah. And then the doctor finds out he has lack of oxygen, wearing the mask, working out. and playing drums and then working. So it's kind of funny that was a true story. Maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And I thought about that during the pandemic. Wow, and I can't find that episode. Sure, it's better to wear the mask than not. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting on a plane for 18 hours or 15 hours or 10 hours, and you don't breathe, that can't be good either. So we have to be careful and be.
They make special workout masks that are designed to deny you of oxygen, so you can train your muscles to
That's
work.
what he was wearing, that mask. But still, I'm sure. But whatever.
Yeah, he took it up.
Yeah.
Took
Took it too hard. Untold Stories of the Year. That's what I watched. Scary stuff on the movie.
His jockstrap was a little too tight, maybe.
Yeah, well,
He was wearing it on his face, and you're not supposed to do that.
No, he didn't clean it. That was the shoot some W40.
Hey, it passed out from the smell.
That was the ballistol. That ballistol.
Yeah, you need
German oil.
Yeah, you need to clean your junk.
Yeah, he used the Rem oil wipe on the inside of
Oh
his.
my God! Inside of the
So
Sven Schnabel-Schnauzer.
we better get to bed soon so Santa can come.
Yes, you know what? Let's do that.
Yes.
Why don't we all give a toast? Goodwill towards men and peace to the world. Let's all take responsibility and make our smaller part of the world a little bit brighter. And in honor of this Christmas season.
And make America nice again. I like that. I like that a lot, Patrick.
Yeah, it's important. Should always be nice. It's a nice country.
Cheers. Merry Christmas. We'll see you all next week. New Year's Eve show. So I am Paul, and this is
Gene.
Kevin, Gene. I'm Ace, and this is Peter. We are the
And
Kiss
that's
and
Chuck
Rhythms
Berry, and Chuck Berry.
and Chuck Berry. This is the Riffs, Kiss and Rhythms podcast.
Kiss You Under the Mistletoe.
I got a mistletoe belt buckle for you.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Save that for somebody else.
Okay.
Cheers. Good night, all.
Cheers.